Hello, this is National Geographic On Assignment. Landlocked Paraguay is often overshadowed by its larger neighbors of Brazil and Argentina. Some of its indigenous people are even more forgotten. Zoltan Istvan shows us some of the problems they face every day.
On a busy street in Paraguay's capital, Asunción, a homeless child breathes from a plastic bag filled with shoe glue. His eyes are glazed. Soon he joins other kids in the traffic begging for money. These children are part of 100,000 indigenous Paraguayans who have recently collided with the modern world. The last 20 years have been rough. Many indigenous communities discovered they don't own their native lands, and health problems are on the rise. Malu Tande, a Paraguayan journalist with some indigenous blood of her own, is not standing still about it. She works for Tierra Viva, a small human rights group in Asunción. Tande and her team make a journey up the Rio Paraguay to Puerto Colón, home to the Inet tribe, whose lands were allegedly stolen from them by cattle ranchers. In the village, Tande meets with the people to address the latest issues.
Even with the recent elections, nothing has improved. We're still in court and trying hard to get your land back. I'm sorry, I don't have more good news.
Tierra Viva and their lawyers have fought in court to win back the Inet's land for 3 years, but Paraguayan bureaucracy and pressures of big business have made it difficult. More pressing are the spiraling health concerns for the village. 3 days before Tande arrived, the chief's 7-year-old daughter died from a fever.
There was no doctor, and our medicinal plants were not enough to save my child. We desperately need the government to provide modern medicine and a doctor to our community.
Tande hopes to improve health conditions by talking with the community leaders about the need for village sanitation, good eating habits, and education. After a few days of work, Tierra Viva heads back home. Tande takes a sick 7-year-old boy to the nearest large city. The Inet chief is afraid that without proper medicine, the boy may also lose his life to a fever. Back at Tierra Viva's headquarters, indigenous people hang around their building, hoping for any good news about their land battles. Only blocks away are hundreds of indigenous kids begging for money to buy more glue. Tierra Viva has its work cut out for it, but with dedicated people like Tande, it stands a fighting chance of making a difference for Paraguay's indigenous population.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Laura Green. Tune in weekdays to see National Geographic On Assignment at 7 and 11 Eastern and 4 and 8 Pacific on the National Geographic channel.